Okay, so this is Hike Isle. Appears to have just come out on the online shop. From what they say, it's a walking simulator. I think they said they optimised the music and everything else to make it the best experience possible. And I think all you really do is look, walk, crouch and jump, and that I think is effectively it. I don't know where we are. I'm not entirely sure there's a point. It does say you can discover things, and you can't go any further that way. So I guess we came from that little canoe. And we're in some kind of misty reserve. That's really a slow camera. I don't think that'll allow me to do anything else. So there's a dozen locations on this objectives list, and I've got a feeling that's basically all you need to find. Just have a mooch about, see if you can find these places. What was the sprint? That's not much different. So yeah, I mean, yeah, the music's nice. I can hear some birds tweeting, but a walking simulator, it's a bit like Minecraft without anything to do. And I guess these little fence posts just point you in the right direction. And I guess you might go off the beaten track to find some stuff. We'll see how far we can go this direction. See how big this place actually is. I guess that is the end of that then. We can go up to the water's edge. No. So that's as far as we can go there. I'd like to think sprinting would be a little quicker, but if it's a walking simulator, I suppose you don't want to go too fast. So could just be more of an acoustic guitar music soundtrack with interactive visuals, might be what it is. It's certainly the most relaxing hike I've ever been on. I doubt you'll get out of breath with this, and you don't even need feet by the looks of things. So I'm hoping the landscape will change just a little bit. It is a cheap game after all. But if you're hiking, you'd like to see a little bit of different scenery, some different terrain. I'm guessing that land sort of loops about, so we'll try not to cut too much of it off. But I wouldn't mind the sprint just to be a little bit quicker, because on the edge of being slightly frustratingly slow. But again, it's a walking simulator, isn't it? But if you were going to walk at a normal pace, I mean, this is, I suppose, my speed of walking. It's quite quick. There's not a great deal to be seen. I don't even know if there's a sun in the sky. It's just light, peaceful. If anyone remembers the old Flower game from the PlayStation, probably 10 years ago now, that had a lot going for it. It looked better than this. There's, to some extent, a bit more to do. But that didn't market itself as a... Well, this isn't called hiking simulator, but that's kind of what they suggest. Just a bit fearful there is nothing to do other than follow these signpost things about the fences, looking for a campsite, a watchtower, a mansion. And there's no map, so I don't know how you're supposed to know where you are. And now already I am a little confused. I know we came from that direction, but it won't be long before I'm completely lost. So we'll head over here. The music is a little relaxing though, so that's good, but it's counteracted by the slight frustration of not really having anything to do other than move forward. We'll go up top of the hill, always do, but it is very, very foggy. Well, we've got our first landmark. I'm guessing that is the watchtower. I don't know if these are supposed to be in any order. I don't know if anything's interactive. Can you go up? Doesn't appear so, but it's put a line through the watchtower. That was easy. Can't even go up the ladder. So that's one. How many items have we got there? 2, 4, 6, 8, there's 10. So potentially I'm already a tenth of the way through the game, if you can call it a game. It was very cheap, but I suspect you may be saving a couple of pounds by not buying this, because there are other games out there that you could probably just have a walkabout in, maybe even in Dying Light. That won't be very relaxing, but there's more to do. Let's see what else there is. He says, sounding hopeful, knowing that that tick list is probably all there's going to be. A giant mushroom. But if you can't go up the watchtower, I don't know what you're supposed to do with a giant mushroom. And a boat graveyard. If they'd not used quite such simplistic graphics, then there might be a bit more to catch the eye. But if there's no detail on any of the textures and the objects, then I don't think there's much to be gained from it. And then for some reason the music just sort of fades out. Maybe it's changing tracks. It reminds me a little bit of part of a Zelda or Pokemon game, but where they forgot to put in any characters, user interface and menus. It's like a game in development that they thought, we'll stop there, just release it as a walking simulator. I mean, you can't hear yourself walking, there's no leg movement, no bobbing, you're not getting out of breath. So, I don't know. I mean, when you look at the game posting, oh, here's something else, on the marketplace, the limited number of pictures in the in-game video trailer, I suppose, do suggest there isn't much to do at all. And I had a feeling that's what was going to happen, but I was curious, so I thought we'd try it. Go left, right on there. Nice little campsite, I suppose. Hunting shelter, sorry. So, whatever they were hunting, and whoever they were, they're not here anymore. Maybe that's part of the mystery. Will we ever find out where we are, who these people were, if there are any animals? You can hear birds, but you certainly can't see them. And yeah, that's 2 out of 10 now. So only 80% left to go, really. This could be, even if I do bother to get through to the end, the quickest game to complete so far. What I'd prefer, which I know you're not going to get from this, but if they mixed in a creepy version of Siren Head that would be walking around the trees that you had to keep away from, just to keep you on edge, I'd like that. you're kind of hoping or expecting to see something moving in the fog. But as the minutes tick on, I'm not too sure there's going to be anything to see at all. We've got whatever this is, a bridge or something, so let's have a look. I've got a feeling it said something about 10 different areas. Maybe there are different environments, so we'll just have a look over here. It's a good sign that you can at least go over the bridge. Still got the same tick list. I hope we bought something to eat because I'm getting hungry. It's one lonely place, that's for sure. I think what you probably won't get it for £1, but if they could somehow recreate a famous hiking trail, almost like for like, that would be good. You'd never have to go there, like Yellowstone National Park or something. But there's something else here. Is that the boat graveyard? We are on some sort of island. There we go, boat graveyard. Nothing to be read, nothing to see, no secrets. It really is so far the most basic of games or simulators. So that's 33.3% of the way through. 12 minutes in. We're done by tea time. Bonus. But at this rate, you know, I mean, what is there to really see? I'm starting to feel like I'm wasting everybody's time by doing this. But it's best to just to be sure. The music's come back in at least. There's a rustle of the grass, so maybe they just ran out of coding time. So yeah, colourful, relaxing, nice music. But that's not really what you buy a game for. There is such a lack of anything, of life here. I'm wondering whether that's the plot twist and it's more like the Truman Show or Signal, you've been abducted, put on a random island somewhere. Turns out you're not even in the same solar system anymore. That'll be a nice little twist. Maybe that's what you get at the end of the game. But this isn't how I would hike. I'd be following a trail, getting to the topmost, I suppose, mountain. Where did I even get this tick list from? Maybe it'll be one of those trips you pay a few thousand for, and they give you that tick list that say, go and find those places and then go home when you're finished. You're welcome. Broken property. The lumberyard and the mansion sound interesting there. I just hope it's not going to be a simple block building, can't go in, can't look about. Looks like we're coming up to something here. Right on cue. Could that be the lumberyard? It's the mansion. That's the mansion. At least we can go up the stairs. That's not what I had in my head. I was thinking a Resident Evil mansion. Creepy paintings, candlesticks, but you've just got this dead area, absolutely, and that'll be where you'll find an item or something. But why you can even jump and crouch is beyond me. I mean, can you hurt yourself? No. You can't hurt yourself. Take a plunge, no, can't go any further. So that's the mansion done. incredible. Well, at best, I've satisfied the curiosity and checked this out, but that's as good as it gets, really. Sad to say, but this will be deleted after we've played it. So let's soak up those acoustic tones whilst we can. I'm starting to think it's the same track on repeat, and I guess they do all sound the same. Quite nice though. I mean, that is what you're paying for, I think. But fair play. Maybe it was just one coder. They play the guitar. They can build a basic game, so they put the two together, and this is what you've got. But a hiking simulator, not sure. Hike Isle, which is the game's title. I suppose that's not really misleading. But I don't think I've played a game this basic. I don't even know if they would release anything like this on mobile platforms, because there's just nothing to be done. I can't believe I even paid money for it. It was about the cost of a pint of ale. And I think, all things considered, it's Friday tomorrow, I'd rather have the pint of ale. I mean, if that was a mansion, I doubt the broken property is going to be up to much. And where on earth have I gone? I don't know. Do I care? Giant mushroom, that would be funny to see. But I guess it would just look like that. But more like a mushroom. The hunting shack would probably just look like the hunting shelter we saw, mixed with the lonely tent. And the campsite, I guess a mixture of the lonely tent and the hunting shack. I mean the hunting shelter. And that just leaves a lumberyard and a broken property. I think that the mansion and watchtower sounded the most exciting. And we've done them, been there already. I am sprinting, but this is as fast as they go. It's quickly turning from a peaceful hike simulator into desperately trying to find something to do. If there was an option to set this character to sleep, I'd probably do that. Otherwise I'd feel bad for wasting the energy. And if anything, it is making me want to play that flower game more. It's a shame that never made it out from the PS3, I think it came out on, back in 2010, maybe, 13 years ago. And 13 years later, you've got a game that's a quarter of it in every way, if that, for about the same price. If it wasn't for the music, I think this would have been turned off a long time ago. There's not even many flowers and things. And there's the crouch button. I mean, there's not even a properly drawn flower. Interesting how they've done it. But it's just basic, isn't it? Might even be more than basic. It's an ultra basic. Anyway, I think there's something out on the horizon there. But yeah, if this is a weird, twisted, creepy, horror type game with things out in the woods, I think that would be a lot more entertaining. This looks like the mansion again. It is, isn't it? But you just don't know with this game. I doubt it will be anything else, but that's just, right, that's the mansion. Let's go this way instead now. I don't think we went this way. But I feel the clock is running out. Would you believe I've even been doing this for 20 minutes? One, two, three, four. You know, if I can just find one more item so we're 50% done. I can't believe I'm not even going to stick about to finish a game this short. But there's so many other things you could be doing, like washing up, ironing. And they'd be more useful. And probably more therapeutic. Because with this, you really have to just keep your thumbs held down on the thumbsticks to move anywhere. If there was an auto walk, even better. But then you'll be doing even less. The only thing you have got to do in this game is hold the sprint button down and the thumbstick forward. I mean, I could crouch everywhere, but it doesn't really make it any different. And I could jump over these boulders to get a sense of freedom, which does kind of work. And we're back at that bridge again. Oh yeah, I've got to tell you, I'm a bit confused now. Have I been up the top of that way? Is this just got the mansion on it? Shall I just carry on and go back? I mean, purely by accident, we've found 4 of these things. I think there's something else over there. If that is the mansion again, I'm just going to ditch this place. No, I don't think it is. There's something there though. That's the boat graveyard. Oh, let's get out of here. And back to the first track. Or what sounds like the first track. Well, I don't mind country music though. Back over the bridge. I mean, you just from a third person perspective, you'd look like one lonely individual right now. An island where there's no sense of time or time of day. These phantom birds that you can hear everywhere but can't see. 2 types of flowers, 1 type of tree, 0 anything else. Just as well it was only about 200 megabytes of memory. And that's got to be something else we found out. Is this a lumber or the broken property? That's a broken property. An anvil. Amazing. Someone was here at one point in their lives. Well, that's 50% of the game. Don't know. My finger hurts from holding down the sprint button all the time. But yeah, this is Hike Isle. And if you were wondering about whether or not to buy it, I think you would have turned this video off by now. But well done for getting this far if you stuck around. I think we're nearing the end of our time with this. Definitely the most basic Switch game I've played. Sadly, I think it's the least fun. It's not the most colourful. It's got decent background music. But ultimately, it's one of those disappointing hiking trips. You should have just stayed at home. And somehow I found myself on the way back saying that. And at least there's something to see, because we've got a fence post every so often. So this is the highlight of the game, knowing we've done half of it on the way back home. Oh, here's something. Who would have thought I nearly quit the game then, and I would have missed out on the lumber yard, I'm guessing. Wow, fantastic. Take a moment to suck in the scenery, the marvel of 21st century gaming. At least they've kept the logs neat. Who knows what they were using them for? Someone left the mansion and the other one gave up building the other. And all that's left is 3 versions of stuff we've already seen, minus the giant mushroom. I think that would have been interesting, but no chance. I think that's it. Although you get that feeling of just what is over the other side of the hill. There's got to be, if there was a giant mushroom, I'd put it on there. We've got some big rocks sticking up. So this is the last chance for redemption. There it is. How about that? We have found the giant mushroom. And now there's only 2 things left. So we're at 80% of the way through the game in 20 minutes. What that's doing here, no idea. I figured there'd at least be some signposts telling you what is going on. It's got a mossy stone and a big mushroom. Who knows, maybe we are on an alien planet. That's what I like to think. Oh, we can go up here. That's good. Interesting design there. That looks to me like a load of artboard scribble been turned into assets and made into some sort of tree structure. But well done. Right, well, time to move on to other things, I guess. That was Hike Isle. I don't think I'll be playing anything quite as basic as this again, or at least let's hope not. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the day. Catch you next time.